Hi, welcome to Foodie. Today we're going to make a little snack. When we go to the Chinese grocery stores, I like to buy these little Fava beans or broad beans, and they've got spices and salt on them, and they're just kind of nice, low carb, I guess kind of a healthy snack, although there's lots of salt in it. And so I thought I'd try to make these on my own today. I'm going to use a half a bag, so I'm going to make 8 ounces of, I'm using lima beans, and I think lima beans are about the same as Fava beans or broad beans. So what I did last night, I took my lima beans, I put them in a pot here, filled it with water, I let them soak overnight. Just now I drained them, rinsed them off, put more water in, just enough to cover it, and I simmered them for an hour. So now I'm going to drain them, rinse them off good, and then I'm going to spread them out as much as I can on a flat surface and just let them dry off completely. I'll start with a paper towel, dry them off, and then maybe I'll let them sit for a couple hours just so there's no water on them. So let me go do that real quick. Now you could take the time and dry these quickly. I got plenty of time this morning, so I'm just gonna pat these dry a little bit, then I'm gonna let them sit for a while. Now, I'm baking these in the oven. If you're going to put them in a deep fryer or fry them in oil, you definitely want to get these real dry. And the only difference, I'll put my spices on here, mix them up good, then I'll bake them in the oven. If you're gonna put them in the deep fryer or fry them in oil, you'll wanna fry them first, and then when you bring them out, then you'll put your spices on. All right, so I've patted dry my beans, and the rest of this is very simple. I got my baking sheet. I got it lined with foil. I'm going to spray it a little bit with some cooking spray. Put enough beans on there so you don't want them overlapping, just to get a nice single layer, because you want these to get nice and crispy. So now I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil, maybe less than a teaspoon. Now we're just going to add our spices. I'm going to start with some salt. And this is what's great about this, is you control how much salt you put on it. Put a little bit of pepper. Now for the real good stuff. I'm going to use some chili powder. And again, I'm not going to really tell you how much, just what you think. If you like it a little more spicy, put a little bit more on. I'm just going to get I'm going to put a heavy coat on the one side because we're going to end up mixing these up a little bit. Cayenne pepper. I want mine a little bit hot. That was probably only about a quarter teaspoon or half teaspoon. For the heck of it, I'm going to put some smoked paprika. And then I'll put some garlic powder on mine. You can put onion powder as well. So again, quarter teaspoon, maybe half teaspoon. So I'm just going to use a spatula, basically just toss these around a little bit. You don't want to damage, you don't want to have smashed beans, but you want to get the oil pretty well coated on there. All right, now we can just spread them out again to one single layer. Oh, by the way, I got my oven preheating to 390 Fahrenheit, so it's a very hot oven. We're just going to put them in there and bake them for about 90 minutes or so. We want these very nice and crispy, almost like a Frito Crunch. All right, so what I ended up doing actually, I had them in the oven at that 390 degrees. Oh gosh, probably for about 50 minutes, 50, to get them, and they were still not quite how I wanted them. So I left them, I turned the oven temperature down to 200, and actually I left them there for about another 45 or 50 minutes. And now I think I've got them exactly how I like them, nice and crispy. You know, I want these to crunch like eating Fritos. So let me pour these into a little bowl. So here they are. They look really good. Let's try them. Whoop. Yeah, these are good, nice and really crispy. Seasoned just nice. I might put a little bit more cayenne pepper, but there's a nice little heat to it. Yeah, this is great. I'm gonna store them just in like a jar with a lid on it. I'm sure they'll keep a few days, but they probably won't last a few days. So, obviously, I guess you could try using canned lima beans. They might be a little bit smaller, but what I enjoy about using the dried lima beans, again, in the canned beans, you're gonna have lots of chemicals, preservatives, salt. This way you can kind of control your own spices, and I think they're gonna be a little more healthy. So yeah, this was kind of a nice, healthy snack. And actually, I didn't put too much salt on here, and it's, all the other spices makes it great. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Foodie right over there. And thank you so much for watching.